Hello, precious souls. Welcome to a twin flame journey. I'm Aura, and this is a podcast on twin flames. For more videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A twin flame journey isn't the only podcast. Reaching for Union has some episodes to check out, as well as some bundles. Check that out in the description box below to assist you on your journey. Also, a twin flame journey is now available. Feel free to check that out in the description box below. Episode 5, An Unexpected Meeting, has just been released. Follow along as Aura tells the story of a twin flame journey. So, before I start pulling cards for this episode, there was a couple things that were kind of coming up here. And one of the first things that I heard before I even started recording was, it's time to leave the past in the past. That was one of the things that I heard. But then there was a song that kind of popped in, and I had to actually look this song up, and it's from Blue Traveler, I believe. I looked this one up, Blues Traveler, and the part that is sticking when it comes to this episode is the part where he goes, "Why you wanna give me the run around?" That part right there. Why you wanna give me a run around? So I want to start with Spirit Animal Oracle. And I do want to look at both sides. And wow. So 2 cards just flew out. So I am going to read this like it is. We do have the giraffe and the heart here, but we also have the ant with the community here. So lots of messages coming through here as I'm looking at both of these cards. We have the giraffe with the heart, and it's kind of like on the matrix or divine masculine side, there's a lot of insecurity about moving forward in this connection, but there's so much fear and not really knowing about what's to come and what's ahead. But there's these energies that are kind of assisting the matrix forward, movement forward. So that was very interesting coming out here. But I want to look at both sides right now. I do want to look at the feminine side, the spiritual twin side, currently at this time. Hummingbird spirit, we have joy here. And underneath the deck, I have the snake spirit healing. So what I'm kind of visualizing right now is that the feminine is basically shedding its skin. You know, like how the snake sheds its skin. Well, that's kind of what's happening with the feminine side. It's almost like she is opening herself up to a whole new version of herself. And I don't want to say she's like limiting herself, but she's in control of how she feels at every waking moment. It's like not really triggered by certain things that, you know, are happening in her life right now. We have the healing here with the snake underneath the deck. And we also have gratitude with the bison spirit. Feminine is working on herself like no tomorrow. Literally, no tomorrow. So I want to pull let's pull some tarot. I'm hearing going shopping, looking at the wardrobe, but also I want to change how I do my makeup. That's another thing that I'm hearing as well. How I do my makeup, or how I go out in public. Okay, let's see here. What do we have here? We're using the Rider-Waite Tarot. The Hermit just flew and landed on the floor. So hold on one second. I'm going to pick that up, but I want to see what else comes out as well. 9 of Cups. And we also have, what else do we have? 2 of Cups. 2 of Swords underneath the deck. So hold on one second. Let me pick up the Hermit card. Okay, so I picked up the Hermit card. So we have the Hermit. We also have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 2 of Cups here on the feminine side. Beautiful energy here. It's almost as if the feminine has gone through this deep introspection and literally a heavy, dark night of the soul. We have the Hermit here. This gentleman's head is just down, and he's holding this lantern here, and he can only see so much, but it's almost as if they're incredibly sad. So I'm also hearing the number 9. So for some of you, you could have spent 9 months apart from your twin flame, or 9 months of no contact, 9 weeks. A lot of you have spent a lot of time not speaking to your twin flame, I believe here. Look at all these 9s here. We have 99. Some of you could be seeing 999 at this time. 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Lots of relief happening on the feminine side. A lot of relief. What I'm also hearing too is the feminine is going to receive some type of unexpected notice on something. But it's like I'm hearing unexpected good news. And then right after this good news, suddenly something happens here in this connection between these two twin flames. And it's almost like the divine is bringing these two together at a particular time. It might even be in a particular place, a city. I'm hearing somebody needs to take a trip to this city. And it's like, this is like a tourist city, a very big tourist city. And a lot of people like to come here. And they also, a lot of people like to come here to this place. Maybe even go boating, sailing, someplace where there is definitely like a lot of visitors at a certain time of year. And then other times it can be incredibly dead and, not so much happening here. Underneath the deck, we do have the 2 of Swords. For this reading, the feminine was really hesitant. It's like she wasn't really acknowledging or stepping into her power just yet. But now she is so certain what she needs to do, how she needs to do it. It's not even really about doing anything. It's kind of like sitting back and receiving. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here at the other side. Let's look at the masculine. 2 cards just flew out here. Whoa. Okay, so we have the peacock card with spirituality, and we also have the swan card, acceptance. Oh my goodness. Some of you could be seeing some swans right now flying together, or perhaps some geese, white geese as well. I'm hearing snow geese. But we have spirituality and acceptance on the masculine side. I was not expecting that. Masculine is it's like their third eye is opening as well. Wow. Underneath the deck, we have the gorilla spirit, we have family. I do feel, masculine is thinking about their family, and, they're thinking about the future of their family, or, for generations to come as well. But it's almost like they're not really seeing the big picture of it all, but they're awakening to something here. There is a very much, it's like an awakening here. We have the Empress. What else do we have? The Two of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, Wheel of Fortune. The Star. Okay, so there is a masculine that is, it's either their mother is giving them advice right now. That's what I feel like, and it's causing them a little bit of hesitancy, but it's kind of like contradicting what they are feeling inside. So, you have the Empress here, Two of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like I do keep hearing they're asking for advice, they're asking for guidance, but I feel like they're receiving this guidance is what I'm hearing. They're already receiving this guidance. So it's like they already kind of know. They don't know everything, but they do know the bits and pieces about this connection and what they are genuinely feeling. I feel like I'm connecting with a masculine who their mother, excuse me, wow, their mother had them at either a very young age, and their mother is kind of, going through some type of phase in their life where, maybe they felt as if they've missed out on some things, but it's almost like this masculine is diving deeply into the meaning behind their connection with their mother, why they experience those things with their mom. Wow. And it's almost like they don't know what to say. This masculine is kind of speechless right now. Like they're very close with their twin flame, but they're very speechless right now. Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. It's almost like they're trying to hold tightly and not trying to let go of their life, basically. Everything that they've kind of built for themselves. This is what's happening with the Matrix right now. The masculine, they're trying to hold tightly to what they have built for themselves. The money, the career, all of that. And it's almost like a tower moment. Underneath the deck, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like they're kind of switching gears. I want to see this Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. What do you have for this Four of Pentacles? Yes, Ten of Swords. So, it's like everything that they have built for themselves is it's like it's not really what they're desiring. It's like they're kind of realizing this is not really what I want, which is kind of pushing them more towards, well, what's my twin flame doing? Ugh, underneath the deck, Six of Cups. So a lot of you who are listening to this right now, you guys have met your twin flame already. You've met them already. Yeah. So you have this Ten of Swords here. What is this Two of Swords? Let's see. What's this Two of Swords? See, 10 of Wands here for the Two of Swords. It's kind of like they're... Four of Wands underneath the deck. They kind of need to release this, release kind of holding on to this, because it's like something new is kind of beginning here between these two twin flames. A lot of you are seeing Four of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And this masculine, a lot of you have experienced, I don't want to say rejection. I kind of want to say rejection, but a lot of you have experienced this masculine basically shutting you out, not responding to you. Some of you have probably tried to reach out to them and just kind of like say, hey, how are you? Da 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 da. And they haven't said anything. And I don't feel as if, I don't feel as if like they're trying to hold a grudge or anything like that. I just feel like they were holding on to a life that's not meant for them anymore. Like it's not meant for them anymore. Let's look at this Empress. Justice. See, it's kind of like they had to kind of see through the veil a little bit, and they definitely are, but they're also coming to this realization that, they're everything that they've kind of built for themselves, they're really trying to kind of fix here and there, but it's just, they know that it's not going anywhere. Let's get an extra card here. See, Five of Swords. They've kind of shut their feminine out. They have shut them out for a period of time. Some of you 5 months, maybe even 5 years. But they've shut out their feminine for a reason, and it's not, it's kind of like this tower moment had to kind of happen, and it really had to happen a lot, not on the feminine side, really on the feminine side as well, but they were so focused on their money. Wow. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, the World card here. Yeah, something deeper had to kind of happen. It even had to kind of happen on the feminine side a lot, but this matrix is, it's like a tower moment is kind of happening for them right now. They've been trying to kind of hold on to their life. Like everything that they have built, they're trying to kind of keep it together. Their career, going to school, the money that they've been earning, and it's just not fitting for them, There's like certain instances for them where it's just, it just doesn't feel right anymore. And then, you have these other external energies that are, trying to instill something or a particular perception into this masculine. And it's just like, it doesn't feel right to them anymore. It just feels really different. And for a lot of you, they had to completely separate them, no contact, no nothing from their twin flame, because with everything that was happening with the feminine, it's like that kind of had to happen to the feminine in order for, how do I explain this? In order for this masculine to come to this realization, because the feminine had to kind of learn to balance a little bit. And the feminine, you know, if you're dealing with a feminine that's older, obviously, you're leading the show. You're basically leading the show for this connection. And this is not, you know, this is not just a relationship. This is a twin flame connection. So, lots of dream state here too. As I'm looking at this world card, I see two twin flames that are still connected, still bonded to one another. Literally, still spiritually connected. Some of you might even have had some type of dream about flying with your twin flame, or maybe even floating, like I'm seeing like in the clouds or something like that, meeting your twin flame in the clouds, or some type of dream state where you have this might even be a shared dream. I am seeing the numbers 1010 for this reading, and I'm also seeing 444. And this is all on the masculine side right now. Wow. Okay, so what's the advice? Let's see. What's the advice for this connection? Wow. Tower moment, the Knight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. And I'm hearing like, keep doing what you're doing, because I feel like, you know, it's like a blessing is in the works from the divine, because you have the Knight of Pentacles under the deck, and you also have the Ace of Pentacles, the Strength card. Like, it's like something happening behind the scenes by the divine, and there's some type of gift. So I'm also hearing be wary of Knight of Wands is what I'm hearing. Like, be wary of this on and off. Like, if you've had friendships or even kind of relationships, it's like on the feminine side, be wary of some of these connections that kind of start off rocky, or it's like your intuition kind of kicks in and says, this isn't right. And it's kind of like, I feel like the divine is saying, stay away from these connections. And then you also have the Tower here with the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like sudden kind of shifts. I feel like the feminine is working on something right now, possibly working on a project. I do feel as if there's a feminine that's like waiting for something to kind of arrive, but staying busy, kind of keeping the hands busy. I see a feminine that's like keeping themselves busy, trying to either keep themselves sidetracked or just busy in general. I do feel as if the divine has a very specific plan right now. It's going to be very unexpected. So I feel like, you know, feminines, sit back and get into that receiving mode, because that's what this journey is all about. It's not about, you know, doing things. It's about being in a state of being. So state of receptive, kind of like sitting back and relaxing. And even though it's very, very hard sometimes, and you'll find that a lot, especially while you're going through your dark night of the soul and after that as well. But, you know, there's a lot happening behind the scenes that just aren't that much aware of. So be mindful of that. So this concludes this episode. Until next time, I'm Aura, and this is A Twin Flame Journey.